Easy now my peeps, I'm Firecrackerdel and this is the Dragon Gun Showcase. Now that we're balls deep into the Chinese New Year event following the controversial nerfing of the Dragon's Raw assault rifle, it's time to take a closer look at these fire-spewing explosive beasts and to see whether or not they're any good. They may all come with built-in fire elemental damage, which is always good to see, but will the Dragon Gun stroke your fire or leave you shooting blanks? Well, it's time to dive in fam. Giant weapon in hand, let's dump our load all over those pesky husks. Dragon's Might. The Dragon's Might is a beast of a shotgun intended to clear nearby mobs in a pinch or cause enormous single target damage at close range. In the same vein as the Thunderbolt shotgun, the Dragon's Might has a very limited range but a wide and powerful spread which can clear a group of mini-mobs quicker than you can say hello to my little friend. Although single shot damage is considerably down to that of the Thunderbolt, the Dragon's Might has a little trick up its sleeve, dumping a 5-shot magazine of M80 explosives in a single burst, causing enormous damage to anything stupid enough to stand in its way. But there is a catch. Being a blunderbuss style weapon, it'll only work at up close and husky distance, delivering little to no accuracy beyond that. But isn't that the whole point in shotgun class engagements? Couple this with an accurate range shotgun and you have both the ability to pick off single targets at range and mob clear in a pinch. It'll also down those pesky mist monsters and tanks rapidly, one hitting most mist monsters when you spew your entire load right up in their faces. It is pretty niche, it's definitely not an all-rounder as it will literally do nothing at range, but for its purpose, a close quarters action breaking shotty, it delivers devastating results. It does however drink shotgun ammunition and will leave you out of ammo if you get a little too eager with your itchy trigger finger. But in those pinch situations, or when you quickly need to down a laser eyes, giving it the beams all up in your grill, nothing else even comes close. Would I recommend it though? Well, if you have a surplus of shotgun ammo, don't already own an action breaking shotty, and have a penchant for playing Raider class soldiers with their impressive shotgun perks, then it's well worth considering. Although she is pretty niche and will constantly require you to go in balls deep to get the best out of her, the Dragon's Might is quite the beast and well worth considering as an addition to your Raider class loadout. Dragon's Claw. In a similar manner to the other Dragon Guns, the Dragon's Claw Sniper relies on explosive incendiary power to down those pesky husks. Indeed, the Dragon's Claw delivers enormous single shot power. Almost on par with a mighty Super Shredder, the Dragon's Claw offers the highest single shot heavy ammo damage in the sniper class and the highest impact. Although very slow firing, and with a minuscule 4-round magazine, the Dragon's Claw is by no means a DPS cannon, but it does offer a very unique ability to clear mobs like no other sniper. Instead of firing a high caliber round into your selected victim, this sniper option implants a firecracker with a timed explosive delay, causing both enormous single target damage and splash damage. However, due to the time delay, it won't instantly stagger a target or cause immediate damage. It's the only gun in Fortnite that will do 0 damage on impact, but then given the explosive damage and the impact following the time delay, it makes up for this lack of instantaneous gratification. Despite the reported 256 range, it does work at mid to long range and can be used as a conventional sniper. But the issue I had with it was wondering whether or not a shot would kill a target given the fuse time and thus not knowing whether to keep shooting or to switch target. It does deliver enormous damage and impact, and the wave clear potential through the AoE explosion is both unique and very impressive. But considering the primary role of sniper rifles, downing laser eyes and lobbers, it didn't really do it for me. I prefer the raw power and instantaneous results conventional sniper options such as the One Shot or Super Shredder have to offer, but I wouldn't dismiss this one as a primary sniper option. If you can get good at gauging the damage and aren't using your sniper to primarily stagger targets and break action, the Dragon's Claw can be used to devastating effect to both down the mist monsters and clear waves with its explosive power. Dragon's Fury. It just wouldn't be a Fortnite special event without the introduction of another new launcher option, and this is no exception. The Dragon's Fury is truly unique. On paper though, it's not looking good. Compared to my personal favourite and most powerful of the launcher options, the Dambuster, the Dragon's Fury is looking seriously underpowered by comparison. Indeed, the Dambuster is more than 10 times more powerful per shot and delivers almost 20 times the impact. So what the husk is the point in the Dragon's Fury? It has the same durability, magazine size, and is less effective at range than the Dambuster. Its only benefit is an improved reload time. But these stats don't tell the full story, since the Dragon Fury isn't intended as an impact cannon for kicking smashers and mist monsters out of the ballpark. It delivers its own mini firework display to its target, which leaves a persistent AoE damage effect upon impact. This means it can be great for clearing mobs and stationary mist monsters doing ferocious damage over time. However, for me, it just doesn't cut the mustard. Irrespective of what class you're playing, there are always better wave clearing options that don't require you to craft a disposable launcher to do the job, such as a soldier class grenade perk, tank shield barge, or even conventional ammo wave clearing weapons such as the Freedom's Herald pistol or Thunderbolt shotgun. If you can position your shot right with a wave of minions passing through it, such as in kill tunnels or pinch points on the map, it does work and with devastating effect. But for me, launchers are all about impact and power, to be primarily used to knock back smashers and in pinch situations during base defences. So although for its purpose as a wave clearer, the Dragon's Fury does its job, for me it's just not what I'm looking for in a launcher. But if you don't have a decent launcher schematic already and want something more suited to crowd control, then this may just be a viable husk slaying option to add to your artillery. Dragon's Roar. For those that don't know already, the Dragon's Roar has been nerfed, and if you don't know why it's been nerfed, well, take a look at my broken video. Following the salt I got for pointing out facts, well, let's just say I'm not going down that route again. So how does the post-nerf Dragon's Roar stack up? Have Epic turned it into a BB gun, or is this still a viable husk slaying option? Well, good news fam. Despite the Dragon's Roar damage being somewhat subdued, it's still a great semi-automatic assault rifle, and here's why. Being most directly comparable to the Hunter Killer assault rifle, we can see that power, crit stats, range, reload and impact are all pretty much identical, but the Dragon's Roar is down on both fire rate and magazine size, suggesting this is a non-starter. But the Dragon's Roar has two tricks up her sleeve, which set her apart and turn her into a truly ferocious option. Firstly, penetration. Yes, that's right, for the first time in the assault rifle class, we are presented with a tool of mass destruction that penetrates deep and hard. It will literally shoot straight through any number of husks that are foolish enough to line up in a row, and this creates a devastating effect. Okay, so you may need to reload more often, given the reduced ammo capacity, but when one round can hit multiple husks in a single shot, it's more than made up for, particularly during mob swarms, in kill tunnels or pinch points on the map. You'll be able to down entire groups of mobs quickly, easily and efficiently. Having penetration on a gun that delivers a reasonable fire rate and incredible accuracy and stability is pure gold. And secondly, the Dragon's Roar comes with innate fire affliction damage. Now, I should point out, it doesn't stack. Hitting the same target twice or more will reset the effect. But once you get used to it and can gauge the follow-up affliction damage, it often means an otherwise two-shot engagement on the mobs becomes a one-shot engagement. And on the tankier stuff, following a rapid-fire burst, you can walk away leaving a little health on your target for the affliction damage to deal with it. The Dragon's Roar is truly fire. The lack of ammo capacity can easily be forgiven considering these additional benefits. And in any event, the feel of this gun is superb. As a semi-automatic shooter, it's possible to run and gun with hip shots or zoomed with very little recoil messing up your aim. And since this is a semi-automatic shooter, the reduced fire rate almost becomes irrelevant since you can only ever fire as fast as your fingering will allow you. If you land a Dragon's Roar with good rolls, don't dismiss it just because it's been nerfed. It's still a superb choice of assault class weaponry. I wouldn't say it's the best at killing the tanks, since despite the affliction damage, DPS on a full auto will be greater. But the mobs and mist monsters, it's a legit first class choice, and one which I'll be adding to my Twine Peaks artillery as an alternative to my trusted Hydra as my primary mob and mist monster downing option. So there we have it fam, the Dragon Guns. These fire spewing explosive beasts have been both a pleasure to play with and have been some of the most interesting weapons we've seen in a Fortnite special event for a while. The Dragon's Roar in particular is worth a look. Despite the nerf, it's still a great choice and potentially one of the most versatile and useful assault class weapons in Fortnite. So put that salt down, stop complaining Epic screwed you, get grinding and pray to the Fortnite gods for OP perks. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to set that like button on fire and subscribe for more deep penetrating goodness. And until next time, GG, well played and laters fam. Laters.